Hey guys, welcome to Farming Simulator 19 on Felsbrunn. So, maybe saying, why have you got two John Deere 6Rs pretty much identical to each other? Well, for a while there, I've heard about the mod called, I say mod, it's not, it's an XML change, but it's going by the name of SEATCAM. And it gives you the seat to move up and down with your camera, just like normal. So I got that. Checked it out on the tractors, wanted to see what it was like, and that's actually really nice. I would love to find out how to do that to a lot of them. Something that I feel Giant should have put in and have as a tick box in, say, one of the settings up here, like seat move with camera. I don't know what to call it, but we will jump into this tractor, which is the tractor that we've had for a while now. As you can tell, it is dirty. This is the original one, and we'll drive down here. So, you'll see the seat moving, and as you guys are more than well aware, your camera stays pretty much exactly where it is. So even if we do some crazy stuff, going over some of the windrows, not a lot happens. Not a lot at all. So what we'll do is we'll park up here, and we'll jump into this one that's had the XML tweak. I'm pretty sure it's just a simple XML tweak. Now you may notice it has exactly the same working hours. I did that in the command console, so it was basically a nice smooth transfer over. Now again, watch the camera. See how the camera is actually moving. You go over the rows. You can definitely tell, because if you look at the top of the screen there, how much is changing and how much isn't changing. It's all the immersion of it. I like it. I personally like it a lot, and it's not severe. I thought it was going to be stupidly severe, that's why they chose not to do it. But it ain't that bad, it's kind of mild. So, this is our new tractor. We've got it on the RT, the 6M, and the 6R. Obviously these are the 6Rs. So we'll go ahead and sell this one. The only perks that we're really getting out of it is, well, I won't need to fuel it and won't need to repair it. Mainly you're repairing it. And, well, it's one expensive way to wash your tractor, I guess, eh? So, let's go ahead and quickly sell this and we'll carry on fixing that up. Oh, fixing that up, jeez. Harvesting. Now, I'm going to be straight up honest with you, I'm probably not going to be particularly with it today. Sunday, early hours of the morning, I was up with a rather big upset stomach. I'll just leave that there. I've not been that ill for a very, very, very long time. I spent most of Sunday in bed, relaxing. It was, yeah, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. So, I had a fever, still have a fever, I think. I feel way better than I did, but it's still, yeah, coming down from it. Alright, so we are going to be getting 129 fails, so what we'll do is, so you can see where I put in the engine hours. I actually got it wrong at first, so I fixed that. This is where I put in the money, so it will be minus 129 865. So because I've got that amount, I can actually do it. So that's probably put us, how much do we have after that? 381. Dang. So we will sell this. Yes. Okay. So we've not profited. Just to keep it fully transparent for you guys. Now, I've seen a couple of people ask, how are you running so quick? If you want to find out how you do that, go to Mr. Rainbow Dave's channel, and he has a video on how to enable the cheat mode for the game. It's kind of like the easiest way of putting it, if you guys are there going, what's the cheat mode? Is treat it as an advanced version of the command console, because it really is. It's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. So what do we have in here? Ah, we'll go. Still quite a bit of grain. Alright, let's jump into this. Actually, it needs emptying. There we go. Now, I can't actually remember what else we were doing around the yard. Or yards. So, I am running still on 1.2, the beta patch. Now, I anticipate it's probably going to come out Wednesday, Thursday time. I know someone said out there on YouTube that it was going to come out on Monday. That's just freaking ridiculous. Basically, you got to give them time to fix the issues. Now, they put it out on Friday, I think it was. So over the weekend, people can play with it, get used to it, report issues over the weekend. Monday, they can sit down and go, okay, what have we broken? Fix all their issues, or try and fix some of the issues. Tuesday, they'll fix most of them and get that all buttoned up. And then probably looking Wednesday, Thursday, I'm honestly going to say probably Thursday, more than anything, full release of the patch. This is a big patch for them. This is, honestly, to be quite honest, has changed the game forever. Just a simple patch like that. With the terrain editing, it's massive. It really is massive. Now, I've seen a few people ask, what does that mean for modded maps? Absolutely nothing, to be honest. And people aren't going to be allowed to change the yard, paint down different materials and go, ow, here is a new version of this map, Hallwood Farm. I've just picked a random name out of my ass there. Because the copyright for the map still stays with the original author. People have got to remember that. And people think that copyright isn't a thing in a farming game. Trust me, it is. It's been proven several times. So that will still stay with Joe Bog down the road that has created that original Hallwood Farm or whatever I said it was. So that still stays the same. Nothing would change with that. And as to be honest with you, unless XYZ mod creator that does modded maps embraces the placeable system, which to be quite honest, I've got a hunch not many of them will, it's not going to matter in the first place. And why do I think they're not going to embrace the system? Because you can't be as creative with it. And that's the big thing for me. And these map makers, no matter who they are incredibly talented. They have a vision that a lot of people do. Now, some of them, like Oxygen David, if you don't know who I'm abbreviating to there, does a lot of real-based maps. So, he's using features from those said maps. You get some other people which are completely made up. Oxy as well does also completely made up maps. And it's the talent in building it, but then you get the people that do a lot of just completely fantasy maps. It's the talent of that. I think having a pre-built yard where that person then has to learn modelling of that sort of stuff, or possibly even have to fork out money of their own to pay someone to model a building for them. It's yeah, not a good look. So I personally don't see many people do it. Someone like Oxy, probably who else? I want to say Vertex if they did maps. I forget. I think they did. Those guys that I know can model buildings, they'll probably do okay with doing that type of system. The same with Oxy if he wanted to. And any other model that has access to people that can model and they're willing to help them out. Okay, let's have a look. Let's say English maps, for example. Like, you can see here on the map, if I just switch off all of that, how these buildings were set out in the map. Now, this area is completely blank without it. English maps, buildings are very close together, and you just can't do that with the system. You can get it fairly close, granted, but not close enough. How are the sheep doing? I think the sheep are fine. We need to get some cows sooner too, actually. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, we are literally just harvesting them. Dang. I'm on the fields, actually. 21's being munched down. 19 has weeds, so does 29? What? Can we run our weeder for it? Wow, that looks like grass. That looks like dense grass. What a cool texture. Yeah, it does have weeds. Okay then. Yeah, why not? The Ford. We'll throw the Narrows on it. And go do some weeding. Now, there's a lot of people, actually an alarming amount of people that for some reason thought this was the TW. This is not the TW, guys. This is literally just the same tractor. You can even tell by the badge up front. It's the New Holland. It's the New Holland 8340. Just reskinned to be a Ford, just like the real ones were. But obviously, it didn't have the it had the proper oval up there. So there's nothing special about this thing. It's out there for you guys to download if you want it. I got this off of Mod Hoster. I thought I'd put it on this map. One, just to have a Ford back, and I'll be completely transparent. If I knew it would be a kind of a little bit of a clickbait, because people would want to have a look-see at it. You know, that's the thing right now, a lot of us are experiencing, and that's, you've got to be doing something different, it feels, on these series. Right now, because there's not many mods out. There's barely any good quality maps that anyone's willing to play. For example, when the first good quality one comes up on the mod hub, let's be honest, we're all gonna go to it. So it's gonna be the same rinse and repeat all over again. It's gonna be brutal. And with so much changed in this version of the game, it's gonna take a while for modders to work on stuff and get stuff out. It really will, as far as maps. And I think I said last week, I'm getting to the point where I am wanting a new map. I am personally getting to that point where I'm now ready for a new map. I wasn't there that long ago, but it's definitely there now. Hopefully, if we look on the map, we should see when it's done saving. Yep, it's working. Beautiful. Blue on blue, actually. It's a nice colour combo here. Oh, the helper's up. I actually forgot we had this guy going. Not gonna lie. Yeah, come on, can we make it? Can we make it? Bricks. Now am I going to need to do the old Courseplay trick? Or do you stop at the end of the road? Courseplay, why can't you do this? Oh. Thank you. The one thing that drives me up the frickin' wall... The one thing that drives me up the wall with Courseplay is the fact that it doesn't stop and wait for you at the end of the road. It just goes, la-di-da-di-da, I'm just going to carry on harvesting. Now the pipe's in the wrong way, so you have to drive through your field. Ha-ha! At least with stock hired worker, it stays there for you. That's cool. You guys have got to remember too, any of you that was like, yeah, obvious, that as soon as Courseplay comes out, or GPS, a lot of us kind of forget how the hired workers work, because we just move away from that stuff. Gotta remember, stay in cab. Actually, now this is a mod too. In the mod form, I may turn up the in-cab sounds. A lot of people are saying they don't like the sounds. I like the way the game sounds are now. I really do. I think the interior of the cab sounds are very muted, and I feel they should be a little bit louder, but not by much. Like right now, with how low my headset is, I can barely hear the tractor, especially over me talking. Outside it's fine, but inside it's maybe a wee bit too quiet. Another reason I've got it so quiet is honestly, yesterday when I was recovering, my head was pounding. I had such a huge headache. And today now it's better, but it's just pressure. And dump this. Take a sip of coffee, which is honestly the first coffee in a day. Which I'm going to go easy on. I may not have a coffee during the live stream. And that is empty. Touch that, and we are ready to rock and roll. Honestly, I don't think I'll need to. But we shall. I think we'll be streaming on this map today too, actually. So, well, I made up all the rows here for some baling. What I may do is go right along with the windrow too. That could be an option. Row it all up into one. May take a bit less time. And baling as well. Decisions. Alright, back over to this. I wish there's an option to switch that part off too. Where there is no way you're 80% already. Where, depending on how far away you are, it switches off the vehicles. That has a pain in the ass. It really is. A task like this, I usually blip on hard worker, so we'll probably put on hard worker partway through this. Good way of showing off the bend and crop though. That is such a cool feature. I like that. They've definitely upped their game with this one. With all the new things into the game. It's what they need. And not to feature creep, but the game as a whole, I think we can all agree, hasn't changed a whole lot. The last big change we had in the game was forestry, when they added that in 17. Not 17, 15, sorry. All the previous, it was just the same old crap. Yay, we got a couple new vehicles, more companies, which is huge, don't get me wrong, that is a massive part of expanding. But now they're getting to a point where they're only missing a handful of big companies, which may or may never come to the game. And there's lots of things that play factors with some companies. And the way licensing works in general. Sometimes it's money, sometimes they just want too much. Other times it could be they want XYZ company removed, which, for the most part, Giants are going to be respectful to the companies they have in the game and go, no, we, in that case, see ya. We'll negotiate something else next time. So, there's a lot that plays a factor of licensing. People seem to think a lot of the time, it just mind boggles me, but they think Giants go to a company and go, hey, we want you in our game, how much do you want? So much has a factor of it. Just look at SES for an example. The reason they haven't got the vehicles that they want in American truck. Licensing? How? And those guys seem to have it a lot harder than most, which completely blows my mind. Especially on American trucks. Oh, doesn't the hired worker work with this? Oh, that sucks. I did not know that. That is interesting. Oh yeah, we got hard work going. That was me being impatient. Okay, moving on. Where are you? You're over there. We do the old spinneroo. A nice cornfield there too. Hopefully the pipe's long enough to poke over the edge. Oh, I don't think it is. No, we may just drive into the crop and say screw it. Yeah. Not too fast. Crop destruction's a lot better too. Yeah, as I was saying about all the features, and the game needs to add more features into it now. More new stuff. They've got the vehicle base stuff, say like orchards. I feel orchard farming would bring so many more different companies involved that they can't have in right now. Even down to pea harvesting, something again unique, very interesting machinery, something different. Even more root crops added into the game, and brings in more machinery, and it's machinery that we don't have in the game right now, and even the brands that we have in the game don't offer anything for that. I feel would be pretty cool, but that's just me. And everyone's anticipation? No. The word escapes me now. But everyone's version of the game is going to vary of what they want in it. I've wanted orchard farming in the game for a hell of a long time, personally. And we've got cotton in the game, and I've wanted cotton for years. And now we've got that, which I love. I love the fact we've got that in game. And it's just ticking along quite nicely. It should sense where I started. Hopefully it doesn't clip the building, because it's quite long. Nice wide unit. Of course, it doesn't need much horsepower neither. We'll see if the sheep need cleaning. I don't think they do. And then I guess we can get onto probably some baling, to be honest with you. To be honest. Which I cannot be asked to drive down here and grab that, so we'll probably just have at it. Oh yeah, I did some paintbrush work over here with the painting tool. So we've put this border down here. Over here, we've put the nice slabbed concrete. I just love the look of it personally. I think it looks really good. And I put in a driveway, which at some point I need to figure out how to build something going along here, like a roadway or some dirt or whatever, just to leave it grass. I may ask that on a live stream and do it live. So I really, really enjoy the whole painting aspect, making yards. It's just once you've done it, you've done it. You're not going to be doing it again. This whole section is so steep, I'm just going to leave as is. Probably not real touch it. Oh yeah, we could do a bit of cleaning. I'll come up and down here, but you really shouldn't, that's for sure. After I've done this, I need something to eat. After being so sick over Sunday, I tried to eat a bread roll, just a plain roll, around lunchtime, and yeah, I was struggling with that. You son of a... Is it full? Is that why I can't? Ha! Nope, nope. So yeah, other than chicken and rice at dinner time, which was so good flavour-wise, I just didn't want to push it. Okay, screw it. I'm done. I quit. We'll just go over here with this bucket. The bucket's only going to get used for that and probably manure once we get the cows going, which I haven't got yet. I want to wait until we've got some silage and stuff to look after them with. We do need some more hay at some point too, actually. So they are near thinking there. Actually, so what I did want to look at. Oh, I hope that didn't. Oh, no. Is that any different? No, I don't think it is any different. Maybe the cage is slightly different. I don't think it is. Yeah, they didn't move. Yeah, I could do with, wow, moving these 4 bales up to the top of there and getting some more in. Actually, I am going to need to drive down here, aren't I? I was going to delete that, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not good. Because baler is down there. Yes. GG. And a tiny little strip back. This is where following me would be useful. I would bring 2 tractors down. How long have we got to the left? Oh, a little bit. What I'll do is swap this. Not swap this, chaff it. 534. Oh. Just to do that field. It's okay, we can put that back into our bank account. I'm not gonna lie, I have been doing that. It's cheaper than it used to be. Back in the day, like in the previous game, that would have probably cost almost £2 grand to do the field. It's not too bad. That was my biggest complaint last time, is hard work has just cost way too much. And right now the whole paintbrush tool is extremely expensive. That needs to be rebalanced, it needs to be sorted out, because that is just paint that whole area. Actually, you guys will be able to see if I show you, without exaggerating or anything. I can tell you the real cost. So it's construction costs, 36 grand it cost me to build all of that. It's just ridiculous, it really is. And honestly, that feature should be free. I know why they probably make you pay for it, but they either need to make it incredibly cheap or completely free, if you ask me, because it really is, the way I look at it and the way I justify it, the reason that is in the game in the first place is because it's fixing the screw up that was the placeable system in the first place, the way it does the terrain. Now I understand it's probably a feature that was planned in the game for a while, but still, it's something that does need to be addressed. Especially for the console guys. And the console guys are just going to get completely irritated if it stays expensive. Because they don't have the option to be able to cheat money in as easy as PC guys do. I know those guys have been crying out for that cheap box, which I get. And some of them don't want to work their way up, myself included. I hate doing that. Some maps I'll do it, but other times I don't like doing that. And to be honest, the reason I don't do that a lot, which some people get annoyed about, I know that, is I just like playing with the vehicles I enjoy playing with. I don't want to start off from scratch and work my way up. I just want to jump into a map with the vehicles I know I like and enjoy it. Enjoy it for what it is. Put my own flair on things. Right, actually we'll leave that. No, we'll leave that running. It'll shut down as soon as we walk away from it. And some people get funny about that side of things. Actually, why am I even watching it? We could just get harvest on it. Yeah, we'll do it on stream. Get Balaam going now. Now, I think we're only going to bring down 2 stacks of bales. Maybe 3. Depends how many we get out of this field. Drop that there. So we are going to get a lot of grain out of the rest of them. I think even that's barley. Is it? Yeah. I shouldn't have put the header down. I completely forgot about that field. That's interesting. I didn't want to clip through that silo though. Alrighty, I can go here, and then we can take our trip down to grab the baler, which will probably bring us to the end of the video. There you go, you saw that SEATCAM then. I like it. It's very similar to a mod that I use for Euro Truck and American Truck Sim. It is cool. It's nice the fact that the seat moves and you move. I was talking to an old friend the other day about the game, a Rubberside Down Recon, and he was saying about why doesn't it do that. I told him it's because people that get car sick, motion sickness. It's like, We both said at the same time, they could have made a switcher for it. I was like, yep, I know, buddy, I know. I think the reason they can't is because it's in the XML. Now granted, I think the way the seat moves at time is exaggerated. Like, look how much I'm leaning. I've never been on an air ride seat before, but I don't think they move that much laterally. So I mean, side to side. Up and down, 100%. They bounce, no end. I know that. But laterally, is there a whole lot of movement on them? Same with back and forward. I don't think there's much movement in them. There could be. It could well be. Because you watch your camera, or your guy, look how much he moves. Now, this is obviously kind of drastic, but even in a gentle turn, he moves quite a bit. A bit too exaggerated on that movement, I feel. Well, my stomach is growling to no end. It is not happy right now with me. I should have ate something before recording this video. Like, it's 12:03 right now. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'll build a path probably along here. And up here. I would love to be able to raise the terrain so it's not so steep. So it's tapered, because trailers will not like that. Well, that will get expensive. Alright, where is our baler? Oh, please tell me our baler's not up there. Back at the yard. Ah, our baler is at the yard. Is it actually? Where is our baler? Our baler's down at the store. Oh, facepalm. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. In that case, I hope you have enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow with the American map, Ravenport, and I will see you guys then. Later.